The V-Line H cars were originally the VR Harris Suburban trains and were nicknamed Blue Trains due to their blue and gold livery. They were introduced into Melbourne's Suburban rail network in 1956. They replaced the former swing-door electric trains, and 67 car sets were built, split into two series. They operated until 1988, but due to them containing asbestos, they had to be retired. In the early 1980s, just four car sets were refurbished by Commonwealth for suburban use, and 55 carriages were converted into H cars for V-Line to use on regional services in the mid-80s. One of V-Line's H cars later became inspection vehicle IEV 102, which has since been replaced with EV 120. Some other carriages were also converted for other usages. The H sets now only operate selected services between Melbourne Southern Cross, Geelong and Bacchus Marsh. They do not operate long distance services, but they used to run an occasional trip to Shepparton, but Shepparton no longer has any loco haul trains. They are slowly being retired. Two H cars used to also operate a shuttle service between Frankston and Stony Point using a V-Line locomotive, but operated by Metro. The locomotive operating today's 4:31 p.m. Melbourne to Geelong service is N458, City of Maryborough. One giveaway that this was a former suburban carriage is the seating layout at the end of the carriages.
afternoon, ladies and gents. This is the 4:31 service from Melbourne Southern Cross through to Geelong station. We'll have one Suburban pickup to start with. Express through to Lara, Waikaroa, North Geelong and terminating at Geelong station.
The seats facing sideways have plenty of leg room if the train wasn't full, and are the exact same seats as all the others on the carriage. Some of the seats face the drink tap and the toilets though. These seats facing the side ones do not have much room at all and could be the worst on the train. Most seats are in groups of 4 and 6. Some face sideways at the end of the carriages, as well as a couple of 2-seaters throughout the train. The groups of 2 that are facing the back of 4s and 6s have plenty of room and feel they might have more than the first class on the V-Line NSEDs. The only difference being there is no tray table and footrest, as well as recline. The 4-seaters have plenty of leg room when there is no one sitting opposite you. There is an armrest on the aisle side of the 2 seats, but there is nothing for the window passenger as the windows are a bit high to rest your arm on. The group of 6 is very similar to the group of 4. The most annoying thing about sitting in the middle of the 3 seats would be having no armrest separating you and the other passengers. Again, there is plenty of room when no one is opposite you.
Boys.
service was very quiet, so there was plenty of room for passengers to spread out. All windows also have curtains to cover them up. I also noticed this older looking pattern on the walls, which is different to the end sets. The doors look very similar to the current common Suburban trains and the former Hitachi Suburban trains. They also have the exact same door handles as the commons used to have, as well as the Hitachis.
Service will shortly arrive at North Geelong station to be our next stop. Geelong main station will be our next and final stop. As a reminder, don't
Here at Geelong, a Y class comes and collects the carriages so that they can go to the yards, and then tomorrow morning they will return to Melbourne with another N class, possibly the same one. Here you can see our carriages being pushed back into the yard. The N class now heads to the locomotive depot.
For the customers to train hold and track congestion, the next service cruise who's come across will now be departing from platform 2. Just repeating.
Here is another N class, but this time with an N set. This has travelled from Warrnambool. The loco is N456, City of Geelong. After leaving Geelong, it will head to Melbourne Southern Cross.